it's just an absolute kick in the teeth when we saw it all. After being so confident, you know, both of us sitting here every day saying it's going to happen, it's going to happen. We just need a bit of patience. And then they came in and absolutely knock us out for 6. But we got a few things. Got stuff from the friendly yesterday's, the 2 friendlies, and also Gibbs White stuff. So the first one is from THFC Maastricht, saying some beautiful dribbling from Kudus yesterday, and this was there against Luton. That was, in terms of our attacking play yesterday, that was pretty much the only thing to take away from it, was a bit of nice dribbling from Kudus with not much at the end of it, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, he had that one chance off the line, didn't he, at one point?
Yeah, that was from a nice ball from Tell. Yeah,
nice ball behind. I think Kudus, there was a couple of times where he'd take the ball in, he would just run inside past 3 players and then play the ball out wide or something. It didn't come to anything, but he was the only one that was at least a bit exciting. Other than that, it was so hard to watch yesterday. Frank, after the game, said he was asked about, you know, is he happy about both games, and he said fitness-wise, I'm happy, but he said fitness-wise I'm happy, but he said that second game showed we got a lot to work on. He said, so I think that was clearly a indication of what he thought of our performance.
Yeah. Shining light yesterday in the Wycombe game was Thompson. Not many people had heard about him from the academy. Came on with, about half an hour, 35 minutes to go, and he actually was really good out on that left-hand side. Showed trickery on the ball, showed direct play, good passing. He got an assist. Did he got an assist yesterday? I thought he looked really exciting.
Yeah, and I was really impressed. He came on obviously with he was still most with the first team as well when he was on the pitch, and he made an instant impact, getting on the ball, driving people, fearless. Didn't know about this kid obviously before he came on, but really, really exciting talent, it seemed. There was that moment he cuts inside a couple of players, had a shot just wide from the edge of the area. Some definitely one to keep an eye on. And the assist, a little 1-2 with Sarr, then picked him out as well with a nice pass. So looking forward to seeing more of him.
And this guy, Luca Williams-Barnett, I mean, everyone's been talking about him over the past year or so with the Spurs under-18, scored so many goals, assists. I think there's been one couple from the halfway line. And again, he made his first appearance for the Spurs senior team in the friendly against Wycombe. And he didn't get on the ball that many times, but I thought when he did get on the ball, again, looked very, very exciting.
Yeah, and this run obviously won that free kick, very close to winning a penalty as well. Showed what he's all about. Unfortunately, he only got 15 minutes, so hopefully next time we get to see him, it's a bit longer. I don't know if he's going to go on the tour or not, but he's been much talked about, and you could see why. With that little run. Obviously, he's still so young, but this kid, a lot of talk about him at the moment.
And then this guy. Oh, that is Thompson. So just all things Tottenham, saying first time watching him today, looks like he's got a really big future ahead of him. And yeah, he definitely does. This was a little funny moment with Bissouma and Spence watching the Wycombe game from the sidelines. Bissouma just gets the phone and he goes, "I'm just watching the game with my mate, a doggy." Spence is just like, "Fuck's sake, man."
That is brilliant.
This one yesterday, this was the view a Spurs fan had of their friendly from the friendly at Luton.
How did they charge for tickets for that? That's crazy. That's nuts. There's a spider on the pole. He's staring at a spider as well. That's nuts. Apparently as well, it didn't even say restricted view on the
Oh, did it not?
Which is insane. How is that a view?
Luckily, my view was a bit better than that yesterday. Not that you needed much. No, probably did him a favour, the poll.
Exactly. It's probably that spider's probably more interesting.
Johan Lang on his phone versus Spurs v Wycombe. Hopefully he's doing some transfers. I mean, we bloody need it right now.
Yeah, he's coming on fire a bit now after, getting a lot of praise for working in the shadows, getting the Gibbs White and Kudus deals. Now Gibbs White's fallen through. It's like, okay, now wasted a couple of weeks. What the hell are you going to do? Got to move on.
Yeah. ONTHFC says, line up for PSG in the Super Cup. Quietly confident we can nick it. Doué, Hazard, Bowen, Eze, Grealish and Luis Diaz all on the bench as super subs too. So David Raya in goal, Kim Min-jae, Ruben Diaz and Bastoni in a back three, Koundé and Kostic as the wing backs, Gibbs White, Bruno Fernandes in the middle of the park with Willian, Kvaratskhelia and Dybala up top. Literally the 11 signing that we just fumbled. Plus all those players on the bench as well.
11. Oh, it's so painful to look at that. Look at some of the players in that team. Oh man. God, Gibbs White, another one added to the list.
And no context Tottenham. Gibbs White behind bars, man.
I've never seen.
He is literally in Nottingham jail right now.
That is literally a fake smile.
Nottingham Penitentiary. Unbelievable. Pro Tottenham. This is literally what it felt like. So this is what I had in my mind, right, when I was watching that interview with Marinakis just hovering over him, hand behind his back. He's definitely got some sort of weapon behind his back there.
I've never seen anything like it. When was the last time you saw a player announce he's like a new contract with the owner hovering over them and the player constantly praising the owner? Yes, Mr. Marinakis.
And Marinakis just had such a weird aura about him, like as well. Like whilst he was watching over, like just look how uncomfortable he looks.
Yeah, the body language. The body language is not. I'm not a body language expert, but if you're looking at that, he's got his arms folded. He doesn't seem like he's happy to be there. He's not really smiling. He doesn't seem excited to sign. You know, he doesn't have like a big smile on his face. He's like looks like he's trying to say the wrong things. You can see Marinakis is just looking at him as well off camera. He looks really uncomfortable. He really does.
And not one mention of like playing for his manager or anything like that. Just always referring to Mr. Marinakis. Like 4 times in the first 30 seconds or something stupid. He mentions Marinakis. It's definitely, instruction to do that. Like he doesn't just come out after signing a contract, go, yeah, Mr. Marinakis this, Mr. Marinakis that, Mr. Marinakis this. Like,
it's very strange.
This is all scripted.
When do you ever see a player signing and they mention the owner so much?
Never.
It's really odd. It's not about the owner. It should be about the manager.
Especially after a player's like literally pushed to move and agreed personal terms with 2 other clubs in the last few months.
He can barely bring himself to smile. It's like he just doesn't look happy. Look, he's like not smiling at all really throughout this whole interview.
All I got from watching this, it just felt like I was watching a hostage video. That's all it felt like. Just mad.
Yeah, I think I do. Looking at that, I think Marinakis threatened legal action against him. I think that's what's happened. That's kind of my theory.
Someone needs to look into this further, man. There's something dodgy going on behind the scenes over there. There's something really dodgy, and yeah, let's pray for Morgan, man.
You can't put anything past Marinakis.
Nah. Invert the Wing says, I've been following Spurs extensively for 2 years now. I do not know how you lot have done it your entire life without ending up in a mental asylum. I applaud you. I applaud your strength.
We're not far off.
We're not far off. Simply Spurs says, these jokes are about Arsenal now and not Tottenham. And Paddy Power said, breaking news, Victor Gyökeres has confirmed his retirement from winning any further silverware.
Our life has changed forever. Fantastic. So good that it's all about Arsenal now. Oh, man, it feels great. It feels great.
Lily White Rose says, loved seeing Janai Beifeld make his debut today. Also made his under-21 debut on Tuesday night at Orient. So he came on for the last 25 minutes for Kevin Danso. I think he was the first sub that we made yesterday. I was so impressed. 16 years of age. This guy is. And he came on. He was really good on the ball. Looked big. He looked strong. Yeah, unbelievable. Another centre-back to the ranks.
I know. We're stacked in that position. This kid as well looks really, really talented. He came on and didn't look out of place at all, and looked confident. There was even times he was confident enough to take the ball into the Luton half as well and try and force issue from that way. Really impressive cameo. So another one. I mean, look, we're saying we're going for a golden generation. There's so many talented players to be excited about at the moment in the Tottenham Academy. So I think you can add him to the list.
Just bizarre tactic says Ange Postecoglou was in the stadium watching Spurs v Wickham one last time, and it was so funny. He kept walking in front of the away end, this guy, and we've seen him a lot. Like obviously he's a staff member at Spurs, and the away end started singing "Oh, Ange Postecoglou" to him, and he just turned around and gave it a bit of a grin.
Phenomenal.
These were the stats for the Spurs-Luton game. Look at this. They had 11 shots to our 2. And one shot on target for us, 2 for them. Like, they were the better team yesterday.
Yeah. Kinski, you know, if Kinsey didn't make that save, we probably would have lost.
Yeah.
It's not like Luton battered us. It's just it was a poor game all round. But yeah, they looked way more threatening than we did.
Yeah. Jamie Kent says, Eberechi Eze when Tottenham try calling him again.
100% that's going to be his reaction. Oh, God. He's our only hope.
Yeah. Sky Sports with the Morgan Gibbs-White interview, just the quote that they've put, I felt the love. You didn't feel no love. You felt like a hostage. That's what you felt like.
You felt the threats. God. And it's just so funny how they pan to, like, it's like after 5 seconds they pan to Marinakis there, like he's just staring over, like he's like an evil Bond villain and mob boss. God.
World of Hotspur says, we can moan all we want. Ultimately, Nottingham Forest have an owner far more ambitious and far more invested in his club than Daniel Levy. Once again, we are the laughing stock of Europe. Do you think Marinakis is a lot more ambitious than Daniel Levy?
I don't think Levy would have gone that far to stop a player leaving. I think he would have taken the money. So, I mean, is it ambition? Yeah, probably. I don't know. It's hard. How do you quantify ambition? Who do I think is putting their clubs in a better position to compete long term? I think. Look, Marinakis has done really well, to be fair, at Forest in terms, or just on that front. So, I don't know. Is he more ambitious than Daniel Levy? Yeah, probably. To be honest, he probably does really want to do all these things, but
you got to look at both the chairman's starting points as well.
Yeah,
like Marinakis was in the Championship.
The thing is, he's been good, but is he? You know, in 5 years' time, is Forest still going to be there? You know what I mean? Or are Forest going to be? You know, could they have a relegation behind them? Are they going to be back in the bottom half kind of thing? And then are we still going to be talking about their ambition if that happens? Look, if they can sustain this and they could even potentially kick on, then yeah. But with how many times have we seen a club like Forest do this and then they can't last?
Yeah.
It doesn't last more than a season or two, and they're back in the bottom half. So I'm not going to sit here just yet just because he finished 7th once and say, oh, okay, he's now more ambitious than Levy. But we know one of the big criticisms of Levy is his ambition. So.
Yeah, but it's not. I think for Marinakis, everything that you're saying is true, but it is not for the want of trying. Like the way they've come up from the Championship and handled their business is completely different to like every other club that you see come up. You know, they made so many. Like he's definitely put his money where his mouth is. You know what I mean?
That's true.
HLTCO says just 4 mentions of Mr. Marinakis in the opening 45 seconds of this while he stands just out of shot is superb.
He just looks so awkward, Gibbs-White, as well. He's just like, you can see he's like very aware that Marinakis is there, and he's just like trying to like make sure he says the right thing. He just looks really, really awkward. I've never seen it's so odd that they did it like this. Maybe do you think it's like a power play from Marinakis, basically just being there like in front of the camera, just saying like, look what I've done. I've made him stay. Even the announcement said we have a statement from Marinakis to confirm Gibbs-White. I mean, that's such an odd way of announcing a contract extension. It's not like we are delighted to announce Gibbs-White has extended his contract. It's like Marinakis is now announcing that he has got
the dictator of Nottingham.
Exactly, that he has got Gibbs-White to announce. It's like, this is all very, very strange and very odd, but this is all clear. It's so like, but the thing is, it's like so like clearly all like Marinakis, like his fingerprints all over this, everything that they're doing. It's like, couldn't they have been a bit more subtle about it? You know what I mean? Clearly, I don't think they want to be clear. Marinakis wants to be front and centre.
When they got the Europa League spot off Palace, they should have put out a statement that says, thanks to Marinakis, we've got that Europa League spot for next season. I mean, the dictator of Nottingham at it once again. But George Stokey G says, Mr. Marinakis. Unbelievable, man.
God, he's a Stoke fan, so Wolfie says only Tottenham fans are feeling this way. No, like everyone can see this for what it is. It's just like very clear.
And then the last one on this topic is no context Prem. God, man. Mr. Marinakis.
Oh, God.
And last but not least, Pedro Porro had a bit of a twerking session on just before the Wickham game.
Honestly, don't know what he was doing. It's a weird stretch. Or I don't know what he's It's very odd from Porro, but maybe it's going to be a new pre-game ritual. I'm lost for words, really. Well, what is he doing? He seems to be doing it to the camera as well. I don't know. It's very strange.
But yeah, that is it. That is how the internet did react to the whole Morgan Gibbs White situation and Spurs' pre-seasons yesterday. We